Hi, I am Royce.
Hi, I'm Zach.
Hi, I'm Trevor.
My name is Luke.
We are on the
on the
Autism
Autism
Spectrum.
Spectrum. I was diagnosed with autism when I was about 4 years old, and I didn't understand what it was. Because when my parents told me about it, up until at a later age, then I realized what it was. It was very hard for me as a person with autism growing up because as in school there are a lot of my classmates and schoolmates who are always teasing me, bullying me, and even calling me names. It's just because I think and act differently from them, and I have uh, and I don't understand what they always do or think. There are even times where people will say, "Oh, stay away from Trevor because he has some sort of Trevor disease." And it was very hard for me. And even after school, it's I still find it difficult to keep up with conversations, knowing how to keep up with. But I'm just glad that I still have my family and some friends that who understand me and who I still keep in touch that understand my condition and accept me for who I am. And I just hope that other people can accept it and that they can accept me as well.
Most of my family and friends know me as a violinist from the Purple Symphony or a content creator on social media who loves posting videos and photos. But today I'm going to tell you how it all started. Throughout my life, I was mostly seen as the quiet student or good student in my class, and I was invisible to a lot of people. As an ASD person myself, I also agree that bullying affected us a lot, and it's more challenging for us as some of us can't handle it very well. I was one of them. So when people ignored me or took me for granted, I felt quite crushed. So I kept myself occupied by creating an Instagram account where I make violin covers, and it turned into telling my stories on social media, now getting to know a lot more people and making more friends. Although there are some things that still bother me now, my violin instructor told me once playing can be good if they have experienced pain. And how I channel and express that pain is by playing the violin. And that's what I do every single day. And that's why I love to share my stories here with everyone on social media and with you.
Being feels like finding self hard to express myself, just as I remember back in teens. My weakness back in teens, I never expressed the same thing, making my decisions in my life difficult. It is important to tell your friends and others to express yourself from other situations you have been, like your school, your work, and anything else.
So for me, I feel like I have a more analytical way of thinking about things. Like when I would when I'm talk to people, for example, and I listen out for what they're saying. I try to piece together and link together certain ideas to help me better understand what another person is saying and what is trying to convey, and to be able to see that perspective a bit more clearer. I also tend to look at a lot of details. So things like the sounds that you hear or the music that I hear in my everyday life are things that I pick up on naturally. So I can almost feel the emotion of a very rich and colorful song.
I think autism to me is someone who thinks, speaks, behaves, or even acts differently from how normal people would do. And not a lot of people realize it. And this can be a challenge for people who have autism. And I think autistic people, they do have their own way of thinking and doing things. Sometimes it can be hard to keep up with certain tasks, or even to socialize with other people.
To me, my brain works differently from other people. I take note of details that others people don't. I talk a lot about things that I like aeroplanes and trains and animals. Making friends is difficult for me as I have to try very hard to understand what people are saying. I talk difficultly and sometimes people will just ignore me.
Autism to me is like a gift. 10 years ago from today, my mother shared with me that I am on the autism spectrum. You might think that 11-year-old me would have been surprised or angry or even disappointed, but in reality, I came to accept it quite fast because I knew that something was different about me. I was not like the rest of my classmates, as most of them would play soccer during recess. I'll be out looking at fishes and frogs, and there's nothing wrong about it. Although I did feel hurt that a lot of people found me quite weird because I'm not like them, but I feel that autism has been a big part of my life and there's nothing to be ashamed of.
I hope others can understand autism is not a disease. It just that me understand the world differently. I like to make friends, but I am hindered by my understand of language. But I am trying very hard to learn to communicate. I hope people can be more patient and give us sometimes to hear us.
So one thing I would like people to know is that many of us who are in the autism spectrum are much more aware than what we first appear to be. And I think that we're actually uh, very friendly, very approachable, and we would like more people to engage and be more participating with our the many people in the community.
What I want other people to know about autism is that even though we do tend to act, behave, speak, or even think differently, we are we are all still human beings, and we deserve to be treated equally like everybody else. We may have our struggles, but we still will need all the help and support that we can get from our families to our friends, schoolmates, classmates, or even our work colleagues. We we just need all the love we can get from everyone.
Thank you all for watching this video, and I would also like to thank my friends for being part of this video as well. And you should too, as the stories and the challenges they have shared really touch me, and I hope that you as the viewer feel the same way too. And I hope that after watching this video, you can see us ASD people from a different point of view. Let us all build stronger bonds and relations in our community and help each other out.